not only was Jimmy Savile on there, Rolf Harris was on there as well.
No.
I only needed Stuart Hall for the treble, didn't I? Been out with Johnny Depp. I've a whole night out with him. The night started with Bez and Sean Ryder. Right. I'm not drunk now. It's 20 years this Christmas.
Is it 20 years?
Yeah. I was so targeted. I found out that I was number 2. They have a hit list, the press, the tabloids, and I was number 2 on their hit list. So yeah, I got diagnosed last year. So I have got it. I always wanted to be an actor. One of the worst things the papers did to me was they traced my biological parents without my permission.
That's outrageous.
Sunday Mirror.
Who cares? What the hell is that all about? Why?
And I was just like,
why
is this?
What does the future hold for John?
Who knows? I'd like to be in the present. Because that's another thing. I had to embrace a more spiritual side of things when I stopped drinking. So I try to be, without being too kind of, new age. And there was a brilliant quote: yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, today's a gift, and that's why it's called the present. And I thought, that is so good.
John.
Hello.
Great to see you.
Nice to be here.
How's things?
All right. I'm glad you asked me. It's quiet at the moment, so I just kind of I need to get out of the house.
Yeah, I understand.
Do you know, it's like that. Even though the weather's lovely, I think one of my rules of thumb is, particularly post-pandemic, is always leave the house no matter what.
Correct.
Just, you can't, I never ever spend a single day in the house where I've not left it, because it's just not,
I unfortunately do spend an invariable amount of time inside, especially when it's
Do you have a day where you don't leave the house?
I have several days when I don't leave
the house.
I'm afraid, so it's probably a sign of mental health, that in some
ways, even when it's raining, I'm going to go out in the car, probably, or,
No, you do right. That keeps you in check, doesn't it?
Yeah, my daughter calls it photosynthesis, she's absorbing the rate, especially when it's nice at the moment.
Well, we might be in store for 2 weeks of reasonably good weather now. You never know.
Well, it's early as well. My worry is in this country is now that if we have it early, we're denied it later.
Correct.
Because the seasons are changing.
Correct. Yeah.
I noticed that Conker's come out miles earlier than what I remember.
Yeah.
It's all kind of that is the worry, because we go, oh, it's great, and you go, oh, it might be a bit of a crap summer.
Yeah. We get September though, don't we? In the end, sometimes
September can be brilliant. A nice
September.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, look, let's wind it back from the start. 2nd of April,
yes,
1969. Born in Walkden.
No.
But now the problem is on Wikipedia.
No,
Wikipedia.
He was born in Hope Hospital.
Hope Hospital.
Salford. It's not Walkden, is it? I don't think it's
roughly.
Is that what it... Would you say Hope Hospital? Well, it's not. It's Salford Royal now, isn't it?
Yeah. The thing is about Wikipedia, it says I was born in Blackpool. So in the rare occasions I do an interview, they go, born in Blackpool. I'm like, no. I was a notable person in Blackpool with Cannon and Ball and various other people.
But where's that come from?
I don't know. Someone's changed it. I know, and I tried to edit it back.
I'll tell you a funny story about that. I was doing panto with Gary Wilmot, and he was in a terrible state, and I went, what's the matter? And he went, oh, my mates have been ringing me. I went, why? He went, thinking I've died.
You've died because someone's changed it to was.
No, he'd been eaten by a lion in Africa.
What?
He said that. And I went, you're joking? I went, no, I'm trying to get in touch. Someone goes,
why would someone change Gary?
Well, I'm not Gary. No, obviously, they wouldn't contact Gary because they thought he died. But Gary's partner and that, everyone's been contacted. It's just mad.
It's just mental.
Yeah, but it was like the cause of death was to be beaten by a lion. He was half laughing and half stressed.
Now, some fake news came up about Burt Bacharach before he died, and it was a year before he died, and I thought, I'm going to be the first person to change it to Burt Bacharach was a musician composer. I changed it, and he'd not died, so I was waiting for the police to come around for fake news. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
Not good.
Not good. No.
But let's wind it back.
So well, if let's say Salford Royal is in the borough of Walkden.
Yeah.
Yes, I was.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was born there, and then I was adopted in Didsbury at Catholic Rescue Society. I was a baby.
So you never knew your parents?
No, nothing. No, don't know. I don't know anything. I know bits now, little bits, but I'm not going on a full deep dive because my mum and dad are my mum and dad. So because I was a baby, I don't know any different.
Are they still around?
Yeah. Both of them.
Good.
So the thing is, though, with me and adoption, some people just go out and find them. I think I've often thought that meeting them is a bit of a mistake
Yeah.
Because people are inevitably disappointed, and it must be weird having two mums, and
Yeah.
I think my biological father he died a long time ago, and I think my biological mother died in about 2016, I think, from what I know. I do have a second cousin biologically, Brona, who lives in Omagh, where my mother was from. So she was Mary Bernadette McAleer. I've got to be careful. The thing is, do you know what? I'm a bit reticent. The only thing about this is, it's out there anyway, is one of the worst things the papers did to me was they traced my biological parents without my permission.
That's outrageous.
Sunday Mirror.
Who cares? What the hell is that all about? Why?
It's just like, why is this? But I was told at the time, don't go after them because they'll make your life hell. So that to drop that case. But when the phone hacking came out, that was great evidence of how,
of course,
vitriolic they were. Their attack on me was,
Yeah.
So adopted by my mum and dad, Andrew and Marita Thomson. They live in Chorley now. Mum worked in a bookshop. She was a singer sewing machine demonstrator.
Was she?
And then she worked in a bookshop called Sweeten's Bookshop in Preston. So I grew up in a little village called New Longton, just outside Preston. My dad, he got first class honours physics degree. He was the best student of the year at UMIST. So my dad's a bit of a really clever, an amazing. He was the best student of the year.
Yeah.
It means being back, and he's on a plaque. I'm dead proud.
Oh, is he?
He's on a board. His name's written in gold. So.
How old are they now?
83 and 84, I think. Yeah.
My dad's 83.
Yeah. But my mum tells a brilliant story because the bookshop that she worked in, Sweeten's Bookshop, was opposite the first ever KFC in the UK.
No way.
Preston, of all the places.
Yeah. Was that where it was?
Yeah, and Colonel Sanders turned up and opened it. No. In a white limo. Come out with a white suit and the little, the dicky bow, and a cane.
I'm looking for photo evidence for the edit. I'm finding that.
Well, try and find it.
I'm finding that.
Yeah.
This is a note.
Oh yeah, he came. I went, no way. That is mad, isn't it?
His story was great because he was just like not doing it until he was about 50 and he gave up, and then boom, he's making millions and launched
he was going to give it up,
giving everyone coronary heart disease. Thanks, Colonel Sanders. I appreciate that.
Harlan Saunders, yeah.
Yeah. What was your first inkling when you were growing up that you might be into comedy and might want to be an actor?
So school, I was a bit of quite an annoying student, but because I love to make me classmates laugh, so that was because I never really. So I'm not interested in sport. I don't like watch it and I don't play it because for the simple reason it was last to be picked.
Yeah.
So and it stays with you, and you really want to invest.
Crushes you.
And you don't really, and inevitably, if you are last to be picked, you put in nets. Which is the worst position to play because everyone's the opposite team is scoring the goals. Then you get a thump afterwards, and it's like, I want it back. My dad, when he was younger, was probably a Preston North End fan because of where he grew up. But then he knew I wasn't shy. I was quite dyspraxic when I was a child. I couldn't catch a ball. Couldn't catch a ball. Couldn't kick a ball. Couldn't swing. So Mum went, no, when you go out, stick your legs out, swing underneath. I couldn't do that, and they were like, what's going on here? But then I kind of turned it all round later when I became a drummer. So I'm completely coordinated with the independence on both sides. So
you're a great drummer.
Yeah. So thank you. So that I'm glad that because it's a bit of a worry. You think, there's something wrong with me. So sport I never took to. It was all right. Shot discus at school, but it wasn't really. I could run really fast, but I ran odd. I didn't run. I must have run in a straight.
Were you more of a sprinter than a
sprinter?
Long distance,
100 meters. I did 200 meters in 29 seconds once. So some that's
not
pretty
bad
fast.
at all. Actually, the world record is 1909 roughly. I might be not.
But it was fast.
You were 10 seconds off the world record. It's only 10 seconds.
Well, do you know what, Scott? That's made me day.
That is only 10 seconds, John.
That's only 10 seconds. Yeah. So sport didn't work for me, but I needed to bond. My dad didn't have a team, so you follow your dad's team.
Yeah.
So I didn't have any of that. I remember going on a school trip to Anfield, Liverpool's ground, and I bought a sticker, European Champions, because it was the 70s, and put it in my shed. Put it in the shed window so no one could see it. But I grew up in Preston, so it didn't matter anyway, because I just felt I wanted to belong. This is the saddest thing. I used to buy figurine Panini, old albums that were kind of mostly filled, and buy a new one and cut out the people so I could go to school and go, look, full. And they go, he don't play for him anymore. Because I wanted to be part of it, but it was tragic because I wasn't interested. But I tried. But then so I thought, well, I can make them laugh.
Yeah.
And that was it. And I loved it. And school could kind of see this. So at primary school was Fagin. At primary school.
Oh, we did Fagin.
Yeah, in Oliver. I loved it.
Could you do a little bit now? Can you remember?
I remember I just sang Reviewing the Situation. Can a fella be a villain all his life? I remember that. And it went down a storm. Then I went to primary school was nice, rural. New Longton's quite agricultural. So there's a lot of green belt, county woods, rope swings. I had a great childhood. Mum and Dad were great. Really happy. I have a brother, Ben. He's 4 years younger than me.
What does Ben do?
Ben works for the BBC.
Does he?
Yeah.
Doing what?
He works in... Oh, it's really complicated. Some sort of like sort of a management of kind of promotional.
Basically, because we're actors, we don't understand what any other job title means. Really. I've no idea.
No.
In the past, when I've looked for other jobs, I've thought I can't do this because I don't actually know what that means.
No. I don't know what a systems analyst does. I presume analyses systems.
What, like the toilet systems?
I know. What system is he analysing?
What is a system?
What system is an analyst?
Yeah.
The analyst.
And when you're in Manchester walking around and you see people in offices and doing that, I'm going, what are you doing?
No.
What is that?
It's the lighting as well. For me, strip lighting all day long.
All day long. What's happening?
Right. That on a computer screen. Do you know? God bless the people who have a vocation. Wake up and go, I want to be an accountant.
Amazing.
It's amazing, and there are people still want to do that.
Well, I think probably 50. I might be wrong, but I think probably 50% of accountants just go, "That's going to work because that's the life I want. I want to be steady. I don't want highs and lows."
Yeah.
And you can get a job. Acting. Should we describe that in a sentence?
Well,
up and down like a bride's nightie.
Yeah, it is. It's feast or famine, literally. Yeah. Unless you are one of the fortunate ones that break into A-list. And are steady. The offers are coming thick and fast. I always wanted to be an actor. So at secondary school, I was a nightmare, really, because I was so disruptive and kind of clowning and all that kind of thing. Couldn't focus, so easily distracted. And then
kind of ADHD?
Yeah, well, I have been diagnosed.
Have you?
But I'll save that for the other podcast that I'm going on. So yeah, I got diagnosed last year, so I have got it. So I didn't know that at the time, and because it was a Catholic school, it was very, very strict. So one element was I love talking. I'm very talkative.
You are very talkative,
and it's not allowed at school. When it's a quiet time, and I can't stop myself sometimes.
My daughter has ADHD, so
right.
I've got it at the same
time. So I can't bear silence. Can't bear it.
Can I ask, why did you get diagnosed?
Because a friend got diagnosed,
right,
and said, I think my daughter. Other people have said, always said things, but now it's because it's out there in the open.
Yeah.
And I looked at symptoms. I started going, hang on a minute.
Well,
and has it helped you? Now you know you've been diagnosed with
Not really, because I've got coping strategies. Yeah. I make a daily list.
Quite a few people I know have said that. They've been diagnosed, but it hasn't actually...
At the time, it was like, oh.
Yeah.
A couple of days, I was like, staring into space going, now what? Do you know what I mean?
The problem with them, the Google and diagnosing things, you can symptoms of everything. I thought I had AIDS once.
Really?
So, do you know what I mean? There was an argument to say maybe.
It's a bit more serious.
I was a virgin at the time, so
okay.
Do you know what I mean? So you can convince yourself you've got something.
But school was hard. I was strapped for talking, corporal punishment, and it was tough. But they knew that they could corral me by doing drama. So I started as a bit part in My Fair Lady. Then I was Joseph in The Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and there was Judas in Jesus Christ Superstar. So I was already showing promise. I mean, I kept it under wraps that I could sing until Masked Singer back in 2020. 22.
Oh, the Masked Singer, of course. Yeah.
But people didn't know I was a singer. So it was just, I cut my teeth on musical theatre because I was in a part of an
I didn't know that,
in
actually.
Preston.
Helps for panto.
It does massively. Some actors say no singing, no dancing, don't they?
I don't dance, but
I try.
It's in my contract.
I can do it. Depends. They make it too hard. The hardest was Hairspray. Hairspray at the Blackpool, because I took over from Norman Pace because he was taking a break. Yeah. So I did 3 weeks mid-pandemic at Blackpool Opera House, and I still even on the last day I hadn't got "You Can't Stop the Beat" the answer because it was bad to learn on Zoom.
I hate that. Every damn year, we can't stop the beat, and I go. You know what?
So fast.
Even though I'm and the box steps, and I hate it. And even though I'm like the lead on the poster, I go. Can you just put me at the back? Do you know what I mean?
No.
Can you put me behind someone smaller than me so you can still see me, but you can't see how bad I am? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've always, because you're a lead though, you have to be.
Yeah, you have to be.
I always want to follow someone in front.
Me too, because I can't learn. I don't know what's up with me. I don't think I've got ADHD. I think I might have ADD because I don't have the hyper focus thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have the can't be bothered thing.
Well, that's part of it as well.
Yeah.
Procrastinating.
Oh,
massively.
Should we talk about that? I am terrible.
Depends what it is.
It makes
it's like
me really
focus as well. Though. If I'm interested, I can't imagine it not being good at something I don't love. So everything I love, I'm good at. Yeah. But anything I'm not good at, I don't care because I'm not into it.
Me too.
Yeah.
I literally.
But if I love it, I'll work at it like drumming. I practiced and practiced and practiced my acting. The best research for an actor is to go to the cinema. To watch movies.
Oh, I can go and watch movies all day. I can hyper focus on that.
All day, yeah. Absolutely.
That's where
pick things up.
Yeah, you do. That's where I want to talk a bit about acting. Obviously, that's what we do, and I consider myself probably the same as you. I'm not really a method actor as such, but I'm more of a mimic.
Right.
And I think you're quite a mimic as well. You're brilliant at I mean, my favourite impersonation is Jimmy.
Jimmy Nasbert?
No. Jimmy Savile.
Oh, Jimmy Savile.
That's the best one.
Well, the thing, I'll tell you a story. So when I met Coogan at drama school, I went to Manchester Poly School of Theatre.
I was going to say
which is Man Met. So when I met there, they said I did a few impressions, and they went, "Oh, the guy in the third year does impressions called Steve Coogan." And I met him at a party, in a house party, and Steve did. We got chatting, and there was quite a lot, and we had a lot in common, both Catholic. They fostered from Catholic Rescue in Didsbury, But the mad thing is, when I went to drama school, Catholic Rescue was there, and 18 years later, I came full circle. Next door on Parswood Road was the Capitol buildings. Wow. So I feel destined. Honestly, I live in Didsbury now because it's it's genuinely. I feel destined to live there, and it is my spiritual home, and and I've seen it change so much since. I mean, I was 87 to 90 when I went to drama school. Met Steve there. Steve did an amazing thing, because it's all right being able to do an impression, but he did Sean Connery young, which was like, my name is Bond, James Bond. And then he did Sean Connery older.
He's slightly older in The Rock.
Yes,
that's right.
He's a lot older. And you can hear the nodules have taken effect.
What time does Sean Connery go to Wimbledon?
I don't know.
Danish.
That's another one I love is, you're a shite for Sean Eyes.
Nice to see you,
God shave the Queen.
Miss Funny.
God shave the Queen. So, he did him old and young, and I went, wow.
That's impressive. Oh, I watched that brilliant documentary about Roger Moore.
And Steve did the voice.
I know, I was like, but it was funny because it was a great documentary, and obviously he died in 2018, Roger Moore, and talk about my life, and it was Steve Coogan in a voice box the whole way through.
Good.
I remember when I met you, and it's like Steve Coogan, amazing.
Yeah, Steve.
He's great, isn't he?
He's very good at impressions.
Yeah. What was one question I want to ask you. What drama school or whatever you got accepted in America? You got some sort of scholarship?
No, that's a mistake. That
is it? Is it another wiki?
Yeah. but it needs correcting. So my
I mean, I've
drum
known you
teacher,
for a couple of decades, but that was a new one.
What I was going to say was about the Jimmy Savile, was when I auditioned for Spitting Image, which was my first television break, but not in, obviously just voices. Steve said, you should send a cassette to, send a cassette to Spitting Image. You know, see if they'll have you. It's because you're good.
That's a great
not as good as Kev Bishop's. This is amazing.
Kev Bishop, yeah, he's good.
Send it to Spitting Image and see if they'll have you. And I sent it, and on there was, not only was Jimmy Savile on there, Rolf Harris was on there as well.
No!
I only needed Stuart Hall for the treble, didn't I?
Yeah.
So, they were on it.
And
I got the gig.
You did indeed. Who was your favourite on Spitting Image to do?
I love doing Donald Sinden, you know.
Oh my gosh, Donald Sinden.
Occasionally. But N. Rytel used to do two amazing ones. He would do the best Vincent Price of it, and mine's all right.
Oh, Vincent Price, I love him.
Vincent Price, good evening. He would do him, an amazing Dustin Hoffman. I started off with Gaza, and it was kind of like, just a Geordie that cried, you know. And, you know, Sweep. You had the... They had water things in that.
Squirting out, that's right, I remember, yeah.
But on my tape, I did Nigel Kennedy, you know, Monster, and
violinist.
Maestro, Maestro. And they made a puppet. So I said, oh, right, that's great, because I'm new, and they've made a puppet for me to do, which is brilliant. But you do start small, and you'll have to audition in front of each other. That's right. Everybody did Douglas Hurd, because after we start, like just now, everyone, it's only so long you can sustain where the placement of that is really here. Oh, yes, Prime Minister, we'll see what we can do. And someone went, I don't feel like you do him. Because everyone could do it, you know.
Yeah.
So that was a laugh. That was a very well-paid Saturday job. And I was still a student, so I was an earning student. And, that was my break. That was my break.
I used to love Spitting Image.
Yeah.
I used to love Spitting
Image. The writing
went...
Yeah. When Thatcher went, though, because she was so... I mean, you know... I wouldn't have wanted it to stay just so Spitting Image was good. To be honest, but
it's a big price to pay.
It's a huge price to pay.
What was drama school days like?
Great.
Tell us about your fun.
Could I just get my drink?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it. It's at the side.
Is it down the side?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's at the side.
I feel like a fool now.
Don't worry. We'll keep this in.
Keep that in. There we go. That's it. Right.
I never went to drama school. Right. I went to Oldham Theatre Workshop. I always regretted it. I got accepted at RADA Central in Oxford.
You got accepted at RADA?
I did.
I didn't bother because I thought they wouldn't have.
No, I did. I think I went 3 years in a row, and on the third year I got accepted at all three of them, and then Coronation Street accepted me, which was, as we know, was a right big mistake. You know what I mean?
How long have you in it for?
2.5.
2.5 years?
Yeah.
Not bad.
I mean, I do. If I'm going to be completely honest, I wholeheartedly now regret that decision because I know
it's
the way
coming out now that people at RADA had a tough time, you know.
It's funny because everything I watch,
people said I had a terrible time there.
Maybe, but everything I watch, if I go, I wonder how that actor ended up in Hollywood. I don't really know who he is, but look, his career's been amazing, or her career's been amazing. They're all from RADA. Do you know what I mean? There is no surprise there. It's like a factory churning out.
I mean, Manchester Poly's got some good. I mean, we got Julie Walters.
Did Julie go there?
Yeah, she went there. Matthew Kelly, who's a great actor.
I love Matthew.
Fantastic actor. Because he kind of broke in with like Game for a Laugh, didn't he? You know, no one knew.
Did you do Stars and Rise?
I didn't.
I did.
I got asked, and it was a lot of money, but I couldn't think of anyone who could to do.
Right, well, here's the way it worked. I got called up to the office and at Coronation Street and said, oh, Scott, we believe you sing. We want you to do Stars on the Rise. And I said, I'm just going to set my stall out here. I want to do Sting, Lionel Richie. Obviously, you can't do Lionel Richie, but, or something along
Even then, no.
No. And...
I've seen some of the foreign ones.
Oh my God! Let's talk about that in a minute.
Oh,
the Turkey ones, the Stevie ones.
It's the kids that do the Bee Gees. Yeah. Have you seen them? In the Philippines.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Oh my God, they're very good.
They're very good. Yeah, but so then they went. We want you to do George Michael. And I said I like George Michael, but artistically, it's not really me. So and they went, here's how much it is, and I went, yeah. Where do I sign? Thanks.
Yeah,
that bought me a new car for 2 days' work.
Did you do all right?
I think I did a really good job. Charlie Dale won. Charlie Dale, he did Joe Cocker.
Okay, but that's all this, isn't it? Yeah.
But strangely, flipping forward many, many years, the Corrie press office invited me, bizarrely, Alison Sinclair invited me to go and see George Michael about 2014 at the MEN, and we went backstage, and everyone's kind of sucking up to him, you know, the usual people, naming no names, but I'm sure you like some of them.
Yeah.
And they're all sucking up to him, and I'm stood on my own, and he came over and he went, "Where do I know you from?" And I went, "I've done you, George." He went, "What do you mean you've done
What do you mean?
What do you mean?" I went,
yeah.
"I've done you." And he went, his bodyguard's like that on the phone, "Done me?" I went, stars in her eyes. He went, "Oh, thank fuck." And he was out. I was the only person that you gave a picture to because he liked me.
Oh, that's nice.
I think he
Yeah,
thought
I never
it was...
met George. I'm a big fan, though. I used to love Wham, mate. I loved them
Oh, they
so
were
much.
great. They were great.
I absolutely. Still do. I think they're amazing. The musicianship as well. The session players on that in that band are like next level.
You know, and as well, like, Andrew Ridgeley just disappeared with his millions off to surf in Cornwall, and he's lived a happy life. And
He's
George,
with Karen from Banana Roll.
that's right, yeah. And George ended up, you know, whether it was the fame or losing.
Well, it's the
his
prison
mum or-
thing, because he got addicted in prison. That's the thing. That's the problem. When drugs are so freely available, you can't. It's a paradox.
Did he what? He got
really.
addicted in prison?
Yeah.
What to?
I don't know, but it's so.
He was always on the weed though, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I think he got into stronger stuff in prison. Apparently, that was the beginning of the end. You know.
A shame.
He just died of misuse of his body, really, didn't he? Just like you can't carry on
So
at that
talented.
pace. Yeah, you can't carry on.
But when he died, what a philanthropist as well.
Yeah.
I love that, the private philanthropist.
Where he'd give 30 grand to that woman who wanted IVF or whatever.
Just
on.
unbelievable.
Yeah, no, what a nice guy.
Yeah, amazing.
What a nice guy.
Yeah, Stars, I never did it. I never did it. My mate Simon Day did Boy George. I don't know. I still to this day.
Did
don't
he?
know. Yeah.
Did Simon Day do Boy
Did,
George?
yeah.
What the hell?
Well, he used to do Tommy Cockles, and he'd do Hello There.
That's right,
Tommy
yeah.
Cockles, and then he'd go, "The victims we know so well," and it just break into it in the middle of his stand-up, in which I do a bit of Boy George. But it was only to make me laugh at the back of the room, because everyone else was like, "What's this?" And he did it. But yeah, I know. You know, it was a good show. My criticism of that show, and if I produced it, this is what I would have done. One of the problems with the show as well was, so if you say you were doing Stevie Wonder, you'd have probably done an audition with Lately, you know, which is a beautiful song, you know. Lately I've had the strangest feeling. But, because it's not commercial, they go, "I want you to do I Just Called to Say I Love You."
Or Superstition.
Yeah. But even that, that's good. But I Just Called to Say is a bit kind of...
It's
You know.
it's
won't let him
it's
do it.
Benidorm. It's a Benidorm.
It's a Benidorm song, Scott. Correct.
Yeah.
But what I always thought of the show was, if you won, you had a second song. And do a different song.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
You don't want to hear it twice.
But most actors or celebrities would go, "Sorry, I'm doing another song. How much?" So that's why they
probably... I've not learned it.
His agent will be on the phone.
learned
I'm not doing another song. It's another 10K.
Well, I think that would show their chops, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's a different song.
I tell you what, I was absolutely bricking it.
I bet you were.
Oh my God. And I remember walking past the dressing room of Bob Monkhouse, who was doing another thing, and he came out with his creosote tan. What a nice guy. He went, "Good luck, good luck." I was absolutely crapping myself.
Well, you would be.
Yeah, funnily enough, I wouldn't
huge
now.
show.
I wouldn't now because it's so like I play guitar and piano, and that's a bigger skill than just singing. So the singing bit's really, really easy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do you remember when we used to do the odd gig and we did that gig at...
Town Hall, was it? Somewhere?
No, it was at Old Trafford.
Was it?
And we got on very late and I was completely spanked. You obviously didn't drink for years, but
I remember
I was leathered off my head.
I remember drumming to Doobie Brothers.
Completely off my nut.
Long Train Running. I remember playing to that.
I sang Long Train Running, and I remember I was so off my face on whatever had been given because we'd waited for very many hours that I literally thought I was either Elvis or Liam Gallagher. And I remember Chico from the X Factor dancing, going, "You're the best singer I've ever heard, man." I'm like, "Yeah, fucking very simple." Anyway, we don't do that anymore, do we?
No.
Yes, I'm glad that time in my life is over. What was apart from Spitting Image, what was your first big break after that?
Well, me and Steve, we won the Perrier 92 in Edinburgh with a character show. So Steve did his character, so he did Paul Carf, but Paul Carf was originally done because it was a stand-up character, And because we had to put Paul Carf into a narrative, we couldn't call him what Steve originally called him, which is a brilliant name, Duncan Disorderly, which is brilliant. So we had Duncan Disorderly, Duncan Thicker, who's like a train spotter. Ernest Moss, who was the health and safety fire officer type thing, was based loosely on Steve's dad, Tony. And Paulie. Partridge wasn't in the mix then. So those characters we took to Edinburgh, and at the time I was doing Bernard Wright on, which is the politically correct working men's club comedian. It was a bit before its time.
I actually watched that this
really
morning. What was the gag?
The opening one.
Yeah.
There's a black fella, a Pakistani, and a Jew in a nightclub having a drink. What a fine example of an integrated community, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the one.
But the thing is, though, that's when you start with that gambit and you don't know what your crowd's like. There's a black fella, and I've got, hey! And it's like, well, give it time. Do you know what I mean? Wait for the payoff, love. It's kind of like, well, you know what I mean? But yeah, that because he was like, that character hit home really well. It was the perfect host for the show in Edinburgh, but we took it on a mini tour around the provinces, worked really hard on it. One thing I love was the organic process of going out in character, wigs, glasses, whatever, and just stopping at places like in really rough parts of Ancoats, like as Ernest Moss, because that was a slideshow, and go, stop here. And it was like a burnt out cafe, like timbers, charcoal timbers, and it was called the Butty Bar Plus. And he said, right, so Steve was dressed as Ernest. I'm dressed as Robin, his son, in a boiler suit. We just stood there like that, outside. So what we do, we just take random photos and then go home, put them onto slides, put them on, go, what can we say about this? And that's how we work. We took the photo and went, yeah, we'll do this. Well, the best joke we wrote was the best joke we wrote for Ernest was the people that I would recruit on a building site, and we got a gatefold Village People album, photographed that, and when it was brilliant because Ernest went, now who would I recruit? Look at these lads here. And he went, why would I recruit him? Because he's got a hard helmet. That's why. Right. That's why. I'd have him on the building site. Don't worry, I would have him. And then we went. There was another one. He goes, and I think it was the Native American Indian. Goes, that headgear will provide no safety whatsoever. He went, what, any other bloke I want to pick on here? And he went, and there was the guy, the clone, and he went, there you go, leather chaps, not to be sniffed at. And it was just, we were roaring writing it. And it's just great because when you're writing it and laughing, that the audience are going to laugh twice as much. You know?
That must have been great camaraderie and great.
It was great.
fun.
We're good writers, We write well together, So the Edinburgh thing made, that opened the door to Paul Carr Video Diaries.
Of course, yeah.
Paul Carf, Video Diaries, then 3 Fights, a Wedding and a Funeral, and then that was that. The foot was in the door, and then at the same time, Granada was so good to me, so good to Steve, so good to Caroline Ahern, that they kind of took us under their wing, and they were very good at nurturing local talent. And I owe Granada, in fact, I've got like a picture of Granada. It's like one of those... it's a bit like a Warhol. It's Granada, but it's been painted over in my hall, because if it weren't for Granada, I wouldn't have been a success I have been.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they were very good at nurturing local talent and giving you a chance, not only in comedy, but in drama.
Yeah.
So the first drama, one of the big dramas I did Corrie, I did 2 eps.
That was in the 80s.
Yeah, the first time I did it. So I was Gary the Biker, buying spare parts off Jim MacDonald, but I knew I wasn't coming back because I didn't have a surname.
Yes, of course.
That's what it is.
Course,
Gary the Biker.
I say I had a surname.
I mean, the Bike is a weird surname, isn't it?
Yeah.
It sounds kind of Dutch.
Yeah.
Oh, my name is the Biker. Gary the Biker.
We had Charlie in the other week.
Yeah.
Jim McDonald.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah.
So I knew I wasn't coming back, and then I did come back, but it was a long time later. So just like, yeah. So I'm just trying to think progressively. So with Spitting Image, Paul Carf, then I did a thing called The Perfect Match, which was written by Mike Bullen.
Who directed that? Was that I think I was in it.
Peter Howitt.
I was in it.
Were you?
I was in it. This is hilarious because I was going through your CV. Jesus, what a long CV. I suppose mine is now after 30 years of even in one job a year. Do you know what I mean? But I looked and I thought, Perfect Match. Roger Lloyd Pack.
That's right.
I was in a scene with him.
Roger's
2 scenes with him.
Yeah.
And I remember Peter Howitt was directing. He was in Bread. He played Joey
Peter
in Bread.
Howitt, yeah.
Howitt,
Saskia Reeves.
Saskia Reeves, Peter Howitt directed Sliding Doors with Gwyneth Paltrow.
That's it.
But I remember being on a plane, and I turned on the plane entertainment, and I was there with Roger Lloyd Pack.
And it was that.
And I was like looking around thinking, I was dead famous. Like, has anyone watched this? It was only literally my face in shot, and I had to tap. We were watching a football match in a TV, like a Granada TV thing.
Yeah.
And I had to get dead excited and grab Roger Lloyd Pack. I think I grabbed him too hard. He was a bit frail. I think his arm nearly fell off.
It was good. Well, Mike Bullen wrote it. That was basically, I didn't realise that the character I played in that was Pete, Cold Feet, really.
Oh, of course. Of course. So that led on to...
So Mike said, right, I've got my Pete now. So I didn't have to audition for Cold Feet because I was in place because of that.
Amazing.
So that I didn't realise until a few years down the line that it was an offer because of what I'd done in that. So that character was essentially Pete, who's based on one of Mike's mates, and that's when Cold Feet came along. So in between that, Fast Show characters.
What's your favourite Fast Show character?
Well, it's obviously become great.
Right, was that the
nice.
jazz man?
Yeah.
Nice.
Louis Balfour, he's called. I love doing him. My mate Alan Francis, Alan Stewart, his name is really, but there was another comedian called Alan Stewart.
There was, yeah.
Alan's a very funny man. He was in Coogan's Year, and we used to do this thing together called Talking Through a Hole in Your Beard, and it was like two Californian universities. So I kind of took that, and did a bit of that for Denzel. Deaf Stuntman, I love doing.
Did you ever work with? Did you ever do a Quick Suits You, Sir, and get to know Johnny Depp? Did you ever?
Well, I had a night out. I've been out with Johnny Depp. I have a whole night out with him.
Tell us about that. Were you?
Interestingly enough, the night started with Bez and Sean Ryder.
Okay, this is
in the Groucho.
Great story. In the Groucho. Brilliant.
I'm in Groucho with them two, talking about this, that, and the other. And
it just makes me laugh. Them two in the Groucho.
Veronique, who was the manager of Greek Street Soho House at the time, said, "John, you need to come with me." And I went, "Why?" "Well, I'm with my mates." And they went, No, it's very important. He wants to meet you. I went, "Who is it?" She went, "No, it's a surprise. I can't tell you." And I went, "Well, who is it?" She went, No, but I think," he goes, "It's very important you come now." I went, "Okay." And there, lo and behold, it was Johnny Depp. I was like, "Oh."
What was that like?
Well, he's a massive Fast Show fan. And
he
was shooting From Hell at the time, which is based on a graphic novel.
With Jason Fleming, I think, was in From Hell, who I've worked with.
Yeah, that's right. It's a graphic
Jack
novel.
the Ripper.
Jack the Ripper story, yeah. So Johnny was shooting that. Anyway, I left Groucho Club. No, I left Groucho and then met him. There's a few people there.
So did Bez and Sean Ryder meet him?
No, they stayed. Because they didn't know. It was a mystery I was meeting, you know what I mean?
I wonder if they were disappointed by not.
I don't. They didn't go. Didn't go.
I think they were probably up to all sorts of stuff
probably.
That probably took them away from anything.
I left. I had a lock-in with Johnny, just me and him.
Brilliant.
And it left. Well, left.
Was that carnage?
It's a bit messy. A little bit messy. He wanted absinthe.
We don't even need to be descriptive. We know what was going on.
He was keen to, because the character in the book drinks absinthe or absinthe in France.
Of course, yeah, like Van Gogh.
That's right. The Green Fairy.
The Green Fairy.
But it had wormwood in it, and it's different now, the recipe, because it's a hallucinogen.
90% proof. Have you drank that?
I've had it, yeah.
Yeah, it's ruthless, isn't it?
Yeah, well, Veronique's, he wanted it, Johnny, because he was kind of like getting a bit on the method thing. And she said, "No, I don't serve you. It sends people nuts." She went, "I don't want to."
That's the whole point.
So, that was it. So she didn't have any, but we were trying. I remember going for a series of flavoured schnapses.
Yeah.
Not whole bottles, but like, just to kind of counteract that. So, yeah.
Funnily enough, on the corner where Groucho is, just down towards Soho, where the gay bars are, there's a...
Old Compton Street.
Old Compton Street, that's the one. There's a newsagent that sells absinthe in little vials, I've noticed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Recently?
It was a few years ago. It was an off-license.
Well, the real way is you drip it onto you put a sugar lump on a kind of grill, and you would drip you dip the sugar lump in the absinthe and then drip water through it and then drink that. That's the correct way to do it. Jeez. It's a proper absinthe tap.
That's a lot. I mean, I'm not... I was never that sort of drinker or whatever. I was always like, just let's get smashed and then...
Yeah.
Some people like the ceremony of the whole thing.
Well, they like the flavour and everything, really.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I've not drunk now. It's 20 years this Christmas.
Is it 20 years?
Yeah.
Let's touch on that, actually.
Okay.
Because, yours is an interesting story. I remember at the time it was carnage, the newspapers.
That was part of the problem.
Where's John falling out with Sanderson?
I was so targeted.
Oh, God, yeah.
I mean,
heavily.
I found out that I was number 2. They have a hit list, the press, the tabloids, and I was number 2 on their hit list. For number 1 was Paul Burrell.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Burrell was number
1.
Yeah, no, he's a friend of mine, Paul.
Right? Yeah. And I didn't really understand it. And what it was that it was Cold Feet was at the height of its fame, and they did admit later I was an easy target. So I wasn't caught. I was never a nasty drunk. I was never a fighter. I never, smashed up a bar room.
I remember once, though, John, it was at 10 Rooms in Manchester, and I was singing. I didn't actually really know you then. And you came downstairs very drunk, and I was singing, "'Cause I'm easy." And you grabbed the mic off me and went, "'Cause I'm cheesy." I didn't to be honest, I didn't really like you for that.
Oh, did I?
Yes, you did.
I don't think it was a direct attack on your.
No, you're just seeing a little opportunity to get a cheap laugh.
Like doing a bit of a weirdo Yankovic and changing the words. That's all. So yeah, I mean, I used to love a drink, and I used to love going out. I used to love everything with it. I mean, the drugs, yeah, that came with it. That came with the private members clubs. Where in retrospect now, because as a member of Soul House and Groucho, and then I used to dip into other ones. There was one up on a rooftop somewhere, Home. There was another one on Berkeley Square or something. But you could all kind of like your mates would sign you in, and everyone, and it was great. But the thing is, though, it was non-stop.
Oh gosh!
And then you'd go back to some strange person's house or flat, and it'd carry on, and I'd be like, and when that, you just think, oh, this is a bit.
I did one from Soho House with Rufus Sewell,
right,
and that was grim. The next day, he invited me to go and see Sir Kenneth Branagh, and I had to turn it down. I was too messed up.
Really, the next day.
Yeah, the next day. But yeah, it does that. Going into the next day is a exceedingly unpleasant situation, isn't it?
Yeah, but the problem with me is, I'll sum it up in a nutshell. I wasn't a daily drinker. My problem was I didn't know when to stop.
Binge, yeah.
Yeah, so it was, when I enjoyed it, I couldn't control it.
Yeah.
And when I controlled it, I didn't enjoy it. So I would just want to kind of, I was chasing that initial warmth, that hit, that buzz. And I wanted that to continue all night, and it doesn't. It just.
You're probably like me. It's like you have a drink, and then you feel drunk, and you're like, oh, God. Like that, and bang, and then the rest of it comes in.
Cocaine was a drinking aid, really.
Of course it was. It sobers you up, and then before you know it, that 12 hours, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. The old birds are tweeting, and you're at someone's kitchen. You're at the kitchen talking about this business plan you've got.
I won't name names, but they said a brilliant thing. You know who it is, but I'm not naming it. He said, "You're lying in bed, wide awake like that, and your teeth are like that, and there's a wood pigeon outside, and he goes, hoo, 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 hoo. And you're lying there, and there's one, and he doesn't finish it, and he goes, hoo, hoo, hoo. And you go, oh, thank God." It's like that you're so hyper alert, But I don't like going out anymore.
No, I don't.
I love JOMO. I love the joy of missing out. I love that phone call where they go, "I'm sorry, the ball's not happening, it's cancelled." And I go, "Oh, it's a tragedy." Yeah. And I go, "Ah."
Yes.
Because I've done them. I do have an obligation. I'm patron of a few charities. And I do go to some of the dues, of Children's Adventure Farm, Royal Manchester Children's Hospital, and the hospice in Didsbury.
I used to do a lot of work for the Children's Adventure. It's great charity.
Which one?
Children's Adventure Farm.
Yeah, hey, CAFTA, brilliant, aren't they? Really yeah. So I'm usually Father Christmas every year, and for Halloween I read stories and stuff. I do try and do my best, but when it comes to those things like ladies' lunches and that, I just don't really. I don't like being around drunks. Really, I can drink. I don't go in pubs unless it's a quiz or I'm eating. But there's no reason, because it's not a spectator sport. I don't drink non-alcohol beer because I drank to get drunk.
I didn't like the taste of drinking either. I never liked it. I hated it.
I like the feeling it gave me. So I don't do zero beer. I've tried Seedlip. It's like water. I tried Copperberg, no alcohol cider. which is basically lovely, and it doesn't taste like alcohol at all. It tastes like pop, but the calories through the roof.
Yeah.
So really, all the kind of mocktails are a tenner for sugar syrup and colouring. 10 quid, you know. Well, in London, not maybe £8 for that. You might just stick to Vimto, you know. It's my tipples are ginger ale, pint of lime and soda. Because if people are drinking pints, you want something that's going to kind of time-wise match. It's funny, like if you meet someone for a coffee, I always go, if I don't like them, I'll have a double espresso. If I like them, I'll have a large Americano. Because it's like, oh, I want to get out of here.
How long did your drinking go on for then? When was the crutch point? I mean, I remember seeing...
29th of December 2006. So, yeah, I'm 20 years this Christmas, and I've not touched a drop. I have accidentally been served it, which is terrifying. Funnily enough, it happened in the Botanist in Didsbury. It's all shut down, boarded up now, but that's calmer.
Yeah.
But I remember I asked for a mixed berry cooler. And I was with my kids, and it was a lovely hot day, and there was a straw in it, and I swallowed it, and I went, oh, Christ. And I went, oh, no. And I went, excuse me. And I went like that. I went, there's alcohol in this. And at the time, it was 10 years. So it was 10 years ago. I said, I haven't drunk for 10 years. I said, it's really out of order, this. It's not what I ordered. And I saw, you know, when there's always someone on a laptop in the corner, staff, like manager, I saw the girl over go. And she went, oh. So then... we got a meal.
Did that trigger you that a bit?
What, like, yeah, it's quite frightening.
Yeah.
But it didn't mean I wanted to get back on it.
No.
I got served vodka and Coke on that Lee Francis show. What was it called, that panel game? It was a bit rude.
The Juice.
Celebrity Juice. Yeah, they gave me vodka and Coke on that. I went ballistic. And then I ended up cutting my hand on a cable tie and had to slide down a banister. So it wasn't a great night. Yeah, because everyone on that show, I don't know if you realise, they're plied.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're absolutely plied with alcohol. Any commercial break, they just go and get another one.
I doubt they'd do that now.
Yeah, it's like the Comedy Awards. That was another honey trap. But they would ply you, and all the press were waiting for you outside. Yeah. It was just like, you know...
Yeah, they're just trying to get a rise out of everyone, aren't they?
Well, it's like, the thing is, there wasn't really any reality TV when I was deep into my drinking. And the thing about reality TV stars, they're less concerned about how they present.
No, that's their game. It's not. You're not an actor. You're there to show off, really.
Yeah, but so it doesn't matter if they fall out of Browns at 4 a.m.
No, it actually helps. It actually helps. Yeah.
So we always took the fall, you know. But I mean, I had terrible press intrusion. Followed outside the house, waiting. Well, especially when my ex-wife was pregnant with Olivia.
I know. I remember there was that Sanderson thing where you'd fallen out with Sam and you were arguing, and they were snapping you and chasing you up the road, weren't they?
Yeah.
That was towards the end, wasn't it?
Yeah. There was that, and I met a journalist there who was really nice to me, and it turned out she worked for. I didn't know she was a journalist. And she was asking me all these questions, and I was an open book with her, and it turned out she was Evening Standard. It was page 2 the next night. So, but I was really paranoid that people were following me, and they were, because it all came out in the thing. The problem was one of the early people to settle for phone hacking. You can't really put a price on it, and I realised if I'd had a really good American lawyer, I'd been sober 5 years, and I was still really struggling to get work because everyone thought I'd still...
Yeah, I was still drinking.
Yeah. And took me so long to clear my name. So really, a good lawyer would have said, well, you know, as part of the claim against the newspapers for tarnishing my name, I should have had that time back, really, that into consideration. Money lost through, you know, defamation. So, I mean, that's all gone now. I mean... Well,
it has. I got mine a few years ago, but...
But people get more than I did now. That's the annoying thing.
Yeah.
Is because it was I was one of the first. Yeah. And my life was virtually destroyed. And people who had a little bit of a problem, not much, they get more.
But it's I know. Well, I know exactly what you mean. Were you aware of the phone hacking at the time? Did you No. Did it make you paranoid? Because you hear these stories about people going, why is that Jude Law, why have you ringing up his mate? Why have you put this story in the paper? Said I haven't. You're the only person I told you on the phone.
We thought our neighbours were selling stories.
Didn't your cleaner get a payout?
No.
So someone I know's cleaner got a payout. It was like because they would literally tap in everyone's phone related to them. Wow. Yeah.
But it's more important they got the other person's phone because you are leaving the message on their phone, you see. So it's not important. Yours is not. It's other people leaving messages on your phone. You see.
I tell you what it was, John. I distinctly remember when I was in Coronation Street. It was in the green room. And my phone would go off a few times. And it'd be like this. Hello? Flip phone, Motorola. Click, 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 click. Bang. And that happened quite a few times. And that was the hackers. You know, they rang you up and typed something in, I believe, and then put your phone down.
It was like you ring your voicemail, and then you put the default, if you didn't change your PIN on your phone, was 0000 or 1234. It was the default. Yeah. That's all they had to do. Wow. They ring your voicemail.
Anyone could do it.
Anyone could do it.
Wild. Yeah.
Hello.
Sorry, that's Baby. She's not featured.
What's she called?
Baby, she's called. Baby. The Bengal. Should we leave her to it? Or she'll come over. I remember you telling me once, going back to acting, you worked with Bill Murray.
I did.
How was that?
It was a film called The Man That Knew Too Little. And it was brilliant. So I was me and Cliff Parisi, who plays Minty in EastEnders. He's also in Call the Midwife.
Oh, Cliff, yeah.
Cliff Parisi.
He's not in EastEnders anymore.
No, he's in Call the Midwife. We were two big burly boys, and we were playing KGB thugs to Alfred Molina's KGB agent. Yeah. And Bill Murray is the kind of main protagonist in the film, and it was just, I couldn't believe it. You know, it was amazing, and he was great. You know,
was he a nice guy?
Yeah, but I did bring him up at the Savoy as Christopher Walken. As a wind-up.
Go on, give it.
I used to go. I just rang. I said it was so easy to get through to him because I knew, where's Bill staying? I went, the Savoy. I went, okay. I went, hello, Bill. It's Christopher. Why do you take this film? It's terrible. And then they offered it me, but I said no. And he went, Chris, why are you calling me? It's laughing. And then I said, no, it's John. I played Dimitri in the film. And he was like, and he thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, I bet he did.
He didn't think it was like, how dare you? And in Make One, he went, John, do you, Christopher? Hey. You won't believe what this guy did to me. And it went really well. So that, I mean, being an impressionist does have its perks because you can have a lot of fun. And another thing I did on that film was Richard Wilson's in it. And we had this dining bus.
I don't believe it.
We had this dining bus where it was not, no, so it was like a bus that was converted into set, because some days there would be loads of people because there's crowd scenes. So it was a bus converted into like a changing room in a department store. Curtain. So loads of people could get changed at once. Anyway, so we were getting changed on there that day. And I was not clocking off because I'd done the morning. And then for the evening, Richard Wilson was coming in. And I saw him. And I went, hello, Richard. I went, oh, hello. And then I said, I'm done for the day now. Have a nice evening. So it was like, that was that. Anyway, he went off and got a brew. And I'm just putting my last shit on like that. And he's obviously been told by Wardrobe to go in there and try his gear on. And then Wardrobe went, Richard! And he wasn't there. He was getting a brew and a biscuit. I was behind the curtain. And he went, Richard, is everything all right? And they went, no, it bloody well isn't. He went, one of these socks is bird and the other one is blue. I went, get your act together, woman. And to this day, I don't know how the girl's gone up to him and gone, I'm so sorry, Richard. Went, what are you talking about? What socks? Oh, because it was me.
Yeah.
So the girl's gone, I'm really sorry, Richard.
Oh, gone. Ruthless. Ruthless.
So that was a laugh. Yeah.
That's brilliant. Yeah. I rang up the News of the World. I probably shouldn't name names. He's been in prison anyway for phone hacking, but I got actually Ian Edmondson. He worked for the News, and I rang him up as Jimmy Harkishan from who plays Dev, and I went, now listen, okay, Ian, and talk to me, okay? I'm not messing around with you now. I'm ready to do that exclusive interview with you, okay? How much? He's like, all right, Jimmy. I'm gonna have a word with the ace, and I'll get back to you. Bang! I'm like going under, thinking, fuck. Oh, and I managed to get hold of him and say it was me, mate, but it's not good.
Did you get a price?
I did get a price, yeah.
You tell Jimmy?
No.
No.
I can't remember. He fell out with me, Jimmy, years ago. So, yeah. A long time ago.
So, yeah, I did that with Bill Murray. I've done a few films over the years, but sometimes I'll tell you what I'll talk to you about is self-taping. So
yeah, I was going to actually ask you about that.
Back in the day, I used to be on a roll because I'm really good at sight reading, and that's why I'm good at voiceovers, because narrative voiceovers, which I do quite a lot of, do Police Interceptors, and I do Bargain Loving Brits in the Sun, the expats going to Benidorm, both Channel 5 shows. One of the reasons why I'm good at narration is I'm great naturally at sight reading.
Yeah.
So old auditions, you go in. I mean, everything's by committee now.
Yeah.
It's 12 Angry Men. So and so has to pass it. The thing. It's just the line of people you have to get through is just insane. So it used to be casting, producer, director, maybe writer. That was it.
Yeah.
Sat at the table, you come in, humble, hello. But for a start, they can see what you like. Well, how's your day been? You're at the bloody tube. I'm nearly just made it by the skin of my teeth, And they get to see, how you are as a person, not that.
Correct. Well, that's half of the deal, isn't it?
Exactly.
Half of the deal.
So that's that. So it's nice to have a little chat and break the ice. So that would happen, and then the best thing that would happen is they would say to me, "Do you mind reading?" And I go, "No, I don't." And they go like that. And I'd read it, and they're like a day later, my agent, you've got it, you got it, and it kept going like that. You've got it, and I just thought, right, and I wasn't nervous because I didn't have to learn it. So now, I mean, it's always been a thing, self-taping. It's been a thing for a long time, but it's post-pandemic, it's standard, and I've had to let myself realise that if I don't self-tape, I don't work, right? But unfortunately, the hit ratio is so bad. It's so hard.
Zero,
there is no
nearly.
incentive. So out of 50, I've got 3.
All right. So when I quit even having an agent a few years ago, I just thought this is, for me, you're a name and everything. It's very much stacked against me. And I believe if you don't have one of the top 10 agents, you ain't even getting seen, because the psychology behind it is when you used to have to go in a room, they'd book the room at Spotlight and they had to book solid 20 people in because it's costing money. Now it's a free-for-all. It's like 20,000 submissions, so it's impossible. I'm not blaming the casting.
They don't watch them all.
No, they don't watch them all.
No.
So I did some insanely good self-tapes. And I'm like, what the hell? It's because they don't see them.
Some don't watch them.
Because as well, I believe, right or wrong, and I don't care what I say anymore because I'm not in the industry, but I believe the casting directors are getting backhanders off all the top agencies some way. There's some form of corruption there. So unless you're with one of the big ones, you're screwed. Do you know what I mean?
It's just the incentive if your hit ratio is so low.
I didn't get a single one.
It's just one I couldn't do. My God, I couldn't do it. I had to do the Fast Show tour live. I couldn't do the film. I was like, it's not.
Oh, it's upsetting, isn't it, when that happens?
I mean, it's so exciting when you get it, but it's so rare. But the problem is, though, when I see self-tape, I go, ooh.
Yeah, me too.
Because I'm changing my hair, I'm putting I'm not going full Lon Chaney with teeth and prosthetics.
Oh, so you go the whole hog with it?
Yeah. So I'll do, like, for the prison drama I did last year that I got from a self-tape, I've done a new series for Apple called The Wanted Man with Hugh Laurie. So I had to be a prisoner, but I didn't know. So what I do, I found an old, same as colour as this, but it was a linen shirt, this colour, but it hadn't been ironed. So I thought, right, I'll put that on with a vest underneath, because I used to think people wore denim shirts in prison, like Porridge and that.
Well, like Shawshank Redemption.
They don't. They wear grey joggers and grey.
They do. They wear a grey top.
All grey joggers and tops now. Slip-on shoes, so you can't do anything with the laces. So, but I got it. I was thrilled, and I did that, and it was just brilliant because I did it. It's kind of like, oh my God, I wonder how many people they saw. Because you don't know how many people they're seeing, but it's really, really. I try and give it my best shot. Sometimes the The turnaround is so fast, it's really hard. Sometimes I can't because I live alone. I have to.
Well, you've got someone to read in and stuff.
You have to,
We've discussed this in the past, haven't we?
To Zoom.
Yeah.
So you Zoom it in.
Yeah.
You know. But I know people that have studios set up in the, you know.
Got one here now. I should actually do it again,
now you've
I?
got this. You should. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm all set up for doing self.
I've got a white thing that I bought that photographers use that will turn to black if it's a horror film. It's just a white thing that covers the whole wall, and I kind of say, but the ironing board's there. You know what I mean? It's like the spare room.
And then you're putting your phone or camera on books and everything, and then you're looking at yourself and going, I don't really like the way I look.
So when I'm on my own, there's a camera feature on the Apple Watch.
Yeah.
So I can start the camera from here, which is great. It's not great if you're a Victorian bloke with an Apple Watch, you know what I mean? It's kind of, but you cut the front out, you know what I mean? I did an amazing take for Young Sherlock, playing a maths professor at Oxford, and it was really hard to learn. And I watched it back. My daughter was read in for me at Sophia, and Sophia went, "Don't do another." I went, "Why?" She went, "Watch that."
Yeah.
And I watched it, and I went, "Yeah." And I was so convinced, so convinced I got it. And when I didn't hear nothing, not even a recall. I'm getting more recalls now, which is reassuring.
I mean, it's slightly depressing if you can't.
Well, the thing is,
jobs,
Scott,
innit?
I thought,
you know what I mean?
it'll be. Hang on, let me think. I started when I was 18, so I'm 57 now. So next year, 40 years, I've been doing it. 40. I've been doing it for 40 years. So, and I do get offers, but I just think, how much do you need me to show you? I mean, Americans don't know who I am. But in the UK...
You're very famous in the UK.
How much do you need to see to know that I'm worthy of this part? No. Because that's the frustration. I've worked very hard, you know, and I've done a diverse things. I mean, you know, sometimes you are typecast, but like fast shows, like it's all characters and, you know, accents aren't a problem to me. I can do any accent.
That's acting to me, though, not what some of the other successful actors in the world do.
Well, my belief is this. There's stars... And there's actors.
Yeah, there's film stars and there's TV stars and there's actors.
Because it's like Sean Connery.
He's a film star.
Super stars, good actors.
Yeah.
Amazing stars. And then there's actors like Gary Oldman.
And Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, exactly.
And Christian Bale.
And Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Who's your favourite actor ever?
My favourite British actor is Anthony Hopkins.
Great.
It's just a
beautiful choice.
Fantastic.
Can you do an impression?
I sort of can, you know. He's quite quiet, really, because he keeps himself to himself. You'll see. It was funny because I won't be accepting my Oscar. It was the pandemic.
He was in Wales, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he said we'll go to Sir Anthony now, who's painting in Wales. I'd loved it to have been overalls with a roller going. Hello. Thank you very much for my Oscar.
He was in a field, wasn't
he? He was actually painting, wasn't he?
He was in a field, or
he was in like a, I don't know, was it an easel, wasn't he?
He might have been.
But I loved it to have been in like B&Q overalls, like just redoing the spare bedroom. Hello, well, thank you very much for my Oscar. I love him.
I tried to work his accent. Ever wondered why the lambs scream at night, Clary?
Yes, it's strange.
Strange accent.
It is strange.
It's kind of not American, but
it's English American.
A bit camp and a bit.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Lecter was actually gay, wasn't he?
Was he?
He was indeed. If you remember in Hannibal with Gary Oldman playing Mason Verger. I didn't write the letter. Do you remember his accent in that, Mason Verger's?
Super duper.
Super duper.
Yeah.
I didn't write the letter. He didn't write the letter because I wrote the letter.
What's the connection?
So.
And there's something about giving him poppers and him feeding the his
correct.
To the dogs.
So they had a grinder meeting in the 90s. However, they probably posted letters to each other before Grindr, and then they met. I think he was his psychologist, but I think they were all getting frisky together. Gary Oldman was dancing around; it was all very blurred, and then he gave him have some of this, have some of this.
I think it's just merely a ruse to.
No, you need to watch this now because you're a filmer. You should have known better, John Thomson, to not know this.
This is something.
They were definitely lovers, and then he said, "Why don't you cut your face off?" and handed him a piece of broken glass.
And he
Mason Verger
cuts
cuts his face off and ends up in a
strong poppers, them, aren't they?
Well, yeah. I'm sure you can get them down in the village in Manchester.
What?
I think we'll give that
I think there's a little bit more going on.
I think they were taking other narcotics.
Yeah,
for
I would
sure.
have said so.
But then of course Barney comes up and sells him his mask. Do you remember Barney, who was in Silence of the Lambs?
That's right. Yeah. He's the guy in the
sight guy. Yeah.
The,
Barney was very polite, so that's why I didn't want to eat him. Yeah.
I liked him.
What's your favourite ever film? I could tell you mine first.
Go on.
Heat.
That's a good film.
I'll tell you why. That meeting in the cafe.
It's very good.
Stood the test of time.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
Although the dinner's a little bit.
Yeah. He goes.
Very aware of what's going on.
You do what you do. I do what I gotta do.
I do love that. Thanks to you, I got to meet Robert De Niro. Thank you,
shoot, indeed.
It was like Disneyland, though, wasn't it? Wait for
oh my God.
with Mickey.
I remember we were queuing up and both of us went, feels a bit awkward, doesn't it? A little bit awkward.
I'd rather have worked with him.
Yeah,
but it was an evening with Robert De Niro, and and
it was a freebie, and I got it as a freebie. I'm good at freebies.
Yeah, it was good.
And I thought,
I owe you a debt of thanks for that.
Yeah, well, you're here now.
So
who can I invite? I thought I'm going to invite John. See if he wants to come. First choice, idea. John. First choice.
What was it like?
Well,
it's 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Hi, nice to meet you. Hi.
I do elaborate on the story to people, saying I know him sometimes, and then show the evidence, going, yeah, me and Bob go back.
Now everyone got a fake AI.
Well, in fact, you don't even need to pay the $3,000 to meet him these days, because you can just and if it's semi
dead, meet someone who's died.
If it's semi believable, like
you're doing Elvis now, aren't they?
Yeah,
Elvis on AI.
Are they?
It was surreal, that experience, because I've met, like you, quite a lot of famous people briefly, and they look like a waxwork dummy. It looked like something out of Madame Tussauds.
Well, I think these you can tell it's real, though. I think.
Our pictures.
Yeah.
Mine's on the wall upstairs.
Yeah. Mine's in my hall. Yeah. My house. Yeah.
That was brilliant. That was
good.
That was about a $6,000 experience we got for free.
Really, was it? 6K.
Yeah. It was a big one, just to meet the man himself. I remember, because went up to him and went, "Hi, Bob," trying to act dead confident. He said something like, "Bada bing, bada boom, take the picture," and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you know that Lexi, I've been telling my daughter for years, I know him.
I think my favourite film is Goodfellas, I think.
Oh, wow.
I think
Great choice.
Yeah, I think Goodfellas, because the whole experience I had was I went to an Italian restaurant in Camden. I had one of the best lasagnas I've ever had before I went to see it. I went to the Camden Parkway Cinema, where a man still played a grand piano in white kid gloves next to a potted palm before you went in. And it was quiet because it was an afternoon, and it blew me away. Absolutely. And it's great. I love going to day screenings when it's very quiet, because you feel like you've got your own kind of private cinema.
I don't go enough. You see, now I'm going to the cinema this week. I just don't go enough.
It's good. Do you know why? Because we're all guilty of it, aren't they? The necessary evil that is the phone. At home,
you scroll. When you're watching a film, you scroll.
Even if the film's good, you feel that kind of, is everything all right? Yeah. I mean, I've got kids, so are grown up, but I do worry, because they don't live with me. So there's that. But yeah, the pictures, I just wouldn't dream of getting my phone.
No, I wouldn't. And you know what I do with films? It's not that I'm scrolling on some social media. It's that I see an actor and I go, "Ooh, I wonder if he's still alive."
Oh, do that. And then go on IMDb.
I go on IMDb and I go on Wikipedia. But so that's the problem.
What have I seen him in before?
What? And then I go, and then Lexi's there and talking to her because she's a film buff, and we just don't watch the film. And then we're going, is he alive? And then we do the death watch list, and if he's alive, he might die this year. We'll put him on our list of celebrities who might cark it. So then we don't watch the film.
My daughter Sophia's shown a real interest in cinema. She'd told me what she wants to be, and she wants to be a music supervisor, which is the person that picks the soundtracks for the film.
Amazing.
Yeah, which is a really neat, really quite specialised.
Yeah.
She loves music, loves cinema, and she genuinely loves cinema because she went to see Mulholland Drive.
Wow.
She's 16 on her own. She went, there's a Lynch season coming up at the.
I love David. I love David Lynch.
I love David Lynch.
Love David Lynch.
I was very sad when he died, but he was a serious smoker.
He loved smoking. He loved painting. He had the best hair that I've ever seen. Love the weather.
Love the weather.
John, who's your favourite musician or band?
It's a big question, this.
I think my favourite band is Earth, Wind and Fire.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Favourite song from Earth, Wind and Fire?
Oh, In the Stone.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's a slightly off the main, because it's
Boogie
Wonderland's all the kind of...
It's not very disco, that, is it?
Yeah.
It is.
Written in the stone.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah. I heard an Earth, Wind and Fire the song the other day, and it was a bit of a ballad, and it was a bit of a departure from their usual...
Yeah, I like Fantasy, and, just so... It's a super group. Yeah. It's the arrangements.
That's a great choice.
It's the players. The songs, the players, the arrangements, how tight they are.
Great song.
I mean, the phrasing in the band. If you listen to something like The Brass on Jupiter, it's like next level. There's nothing like it. Nothing like it. So yeah, that's my favourite band.
Mine's there.
This one.
Radiohead.
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 Right. Is that what they say, Scott? Do you want to know which one of that? Ask you later, Radiohead.
Radiohead? Motorhead.
I love them, they're brilliant. Radiohead.
Oh, I love that hit. I love the Heads. I love the Heads.
Hendrix.
Amazing.
Only 3 of them.
Bowie.
Yeah, love.
James Dean. Yeah. We've got Clockwork Orange there. We've got 1984. These are all the things. We did have a Reservoir Dogs, but Gaynors took it down. And then we've got favourite TV show ever, Let's Cook.
Yes, I did. I love that show.
I've seen it 17 times.
Have you? The whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh my God. It gets a bit bleak in the middle, though.
I love it. Yeah. I love Walter White's trajectory from... He becomes
back to Anthony Hopkins, he wrote to him, didn't he?
Of course he did.
This is the greatest thing I've seen.
Yeah, of course he did. And you're one of the greatest actors.
He is amazing.
Cranston's amazing.
He's amazing.
Who's your favourite TV actor? This is important stuff, This is why we need to ponder this.
I don't really see actors as TV actors or film actors or I don't watch telly anymore, to be honest.
It can be American. We just mentioned Cranston. David Hasselhoff?
No. I love Walken. I love Christopher Walken because he's so unique. But he's not a TV actor, he's a film star.
Yeah, he's a film star.
TV.
This is a tough
Would you say Bryan Cranston was a TV actor?
Yeah, 100%. 1,000,000%. What movies can you drop straight away? Saving Private Ryan when he was in one scene with one arm. All right, let's. I can't. This is so. All right, I'm going to go. There's people like Jason Bateman who are film stars, but they do Ozark, and so you can include them.
Jason Bateman's a very good actor. He's superb in that Stephen
I'll tell you what he is, though.
The Outsider.
We talked about this. He's a very good star. Is he an actor per se? Well, he's exceptional at what he does. I love watching him. He's an
exceptional actor, Bateman. This is so hard.
It is a very difficult question.
Because it's... Platform T's really taken over from cinema to a point, because they're all moving into that.
Laura Linney. She's great in TV. Laura Linney's great. Is in Ozark. Is great in TV.
While John's thinking, who's yours?
Well, and now I'm struggling because
it must be
if I'm honest
Bryan
to say,
Cranston.
It would just probably be Bryan Cranston as the greatest exponent of TV acting. I think there's not much difference these days, but.
I think it's serious.
All right. I tell you what, the greatest TV character. That's a more easy question because you've got Michael Crawford.
Amazing that performance.
You've got that was an amazing.
What kind of going back to one of the greatest TV characters would have to be Fletch in Porridge because you see Ronnie Barker and you don't think it's the same person. When they're that good, it's like Peter Sellers as Clouseau. I don't see Peter Sellers. I see a crazy Frenchman. I see a wheeler dealer Cockney inmate.
Yeah.
I don't see Ronnie Barker. No. Dame Edna. Barry Humphries. I see an Australian housewife.
I do. I don't see Barry Humphries as
That is when you go. That's true. That's the true. That's the masterfulness of it. Is the fact that you forget that that's Dame Edna, that's Fletch, that's Clouseau, that's where. So there's 3.
Amazing.
Because you don't. You forget. Sometimes you go, oh, that's so-and-so with a moustache.
Then you've got Leonard Rossiter.
He's amazing.
You know, you've got Steptoe. Arthur Lowe. Even Godber, you know, even...
Well, that was the halcyon days of sitcom, you see. It's a dying thing, isn't it?
Oh, I couldn't even name the sitcom.
I think one of the reasons why people have made the transition to Netflix, Prime, Apple, is because I don't feel that terrestrial TV are delivering the goods to the broad spectrum. So they're just banking on demographic shows like Love Island.
Oh no, and it's cheap.
Cheap, exactly.
I mean, Channel 5. You've worked for Channel 5. They do produce dramas, and they're not all great, but
yeah, I've done a couple of good ones.
You have, and they've tried to.
They're doing all right, Channel 5. I think.
No, they are. I respect them because I don't always like what they do, but they're trying to not do crappy TV. They're probably limited with budget, but they're trying to make dramas. They're not.
See, Big Brother went away, and I went, phew, and then someone else bought it, and I went, oh, come on! So many things are past their shelf life, really. Like
Strictly, I can't stand Strictly.
I'll tell you why he's past its shelf life. My 80-year-old parents have had enough. So now that's the acid test, isn't it?
Yeah.
When they go,
then you know it's dead.
Yeah.
It really riles me if it's on because it's the intensity, and I remember going to Dancing on Ice. I got invited and got very, very drunk because they get you drunk in the show.
Very drunk.
Yeah, I was very drunk. And I was sat behind the judges and I actually got kicked out because...
Oh, dear Scott.
Well, they just sort of... It wasn't all my fault, but there's a few of us there and it was just...
When there's a blame, there's a claim.
There's a claim. I mean, I just tapped one of them on the shoulder and said, it's not that deep, bro. Because they're all ranting, going, I don't think your period was good enough. And I went, it's just not that deep, mate. You're not like the fucking Olympics, bro. So I got hoofed out. Oh, right. Good. I didn't want to be there anyway.
No, I've been asked to do all those things. I mean, I looked at the science of Strictly, and it's roughly 24 hours rehearsal, 24 hours dancing, one dance for 90 seconds airtime, live. And I thought, no, what's the point? Why? No. It's bad enough.
I couldn't do with the anxiety of that. No way would I want to do.
I don't have a passion for dance anyway, so no.
We'd be like Les Daniels.
Do the Traitors,
someone, wouldn't we?
Do that. I like that. I don't watch the celebrity one. I didn't watch the first Punter one. My daughter loves it. My dad loves it.
Yeah.
And Olivia went, Dad, watch it. So I started watching the Punters. I think I was in a bit of a dark place at the time, so I didn't really relish it. And then the celeb one come on, and I knew a load of people in it. A lot of the people that did it, and I went, this is quite good, this.
No, it is good.
Yeah,
I'd do that.
Yeah.
I'd do the normal one, though, not the celebrity one.
I'd do the Traitors.
I'd be getting... I always get inboxes now dropping from
But people
kids.
go, oh, why don't you do the Jungler? So, well, it's for people on the way up, or at the bottom, starting out, and it's people on the top that are coming down. So I said, I'm all right at the moment. My career's all right. I've got a good reputation. And really, casting directors, if they saw you in something like that, they go, why is he doing that?
Yeah, they might, but I'm not so sure whether... I don't know.
I don't think I could do it just for the dough, because I know myself. That's one of the most important things that you have to learn when you change your life, like I have, is you've got to know yourself. And that's something that I know now is, and one of the things is, because I know myself is, I mean, Siobhan Finneran I do talk.
Yeah, I've worked with her. She's lovely. Yeah.
I talk too much. And Siobhan, we did a radio together, and there was a scene where we weren't in, and we're in the green room like that. Like one of the old, 70s telephone.
She's a good talker, Siobhan.
And Siobhan went to me, oh, you've seen us too? And I went, I know what we're like. And she went, oh, I get on my own nerves. And I said, oh, that's so true. And that's what I feel sometimes. I go, I've not come up for breath.
Yeah. Did you? I mean, around TV. To be fair, in all the interviews we've done so far, this is the most open I've been because you're my friend and I'm chatting, and I might edit some of it out. We'll see. Well, but probably won't. We've not said anything. But no, we won't. But I used to. And now I'm older. I don't give a toss anymore what people think as much. But I used to go in TV sets, and I used to talk a lot. I used to leave paranoid, thinking, what have I said? What have I done? Now I go very quiet if I'm anywhere near that industry. This is my house, so I'll say what I want. But
I like it. I like it because you're kindred spirits, and love hearing stories about the business.
I do.
I love anecdotal. Some actors are great raconteurs.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Some
loads.
aren't. Some like that quiet time. Some like to prepare. And I'm not the best person to be around, but that doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? Because if they need that quiet time, go. Because I'm going to keep talking.
No,
Not when we're turning.
Yeah.
I mean, when we are turning, I'm like, I'm like a coiled spring. Oh, when can I start talking again? Because it's so quiet. Again, the silence.
No, I'm different, you see, because I did a job a few weeks ago in London, and for me, I like talking, but the second I'm on set, I don't want to speak. It's, for me, acting is focus.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be really focused, and one of the little kids was chatting away, and I said, can we just chill for a minute? I'll talk to you afterwards. I've got to stay focused. Yeah. As soon as you're off, though, it's like church for me. The one job, one job every 2 years I get in film and television. It's like church. Got to make the most.
But I'm very grateful. Even though I'm like, So 24 was like, I did 7 months. I've not worked this year acting. I've done little bits and pieces, podcasting, and did a bit on a cruise. I try and get things, keep things to keep me sane. But my work is my drive. So if I am quiet,
the head starts to kick
the
in.
head does go. But I do have hobbies and pastimes. I do. Pastimes. It sounds quite old-fashioned, that, doesn't it?
It does. Knitting.
I don't knit. No, I don't knit. But I have got a basement that I'm turning into a library because of all my collectibles and horror and sci-fi and all that stuff. And it was all going great until there was a flood. So what had to happen was everything in boxes.
I think you told me about that.
Yeah, it went in the other room, and I found out it was groundworks after spending a gutter in and being ripped off by cowboys. And so it's fixed. So I had the carpet for probably 3 weeks, and I went to because I used to do the voice of a carpet writer. No one knows more about floors.
Oh, was that you?
Yeah, and it went to administration. I was like, that's fine. So that was 24. So I went to carpet writer because there's a few still open, and I went like, can I have some compensation? I went, well, how was your voiceover? And they knocked some money off of me. And then the flood came back, and I had to take it all out and take it to the skip. I had to take it to the tip because the underlay acted like a sponge.
Yeah.
And it was groundworks. Anyway, it's fixed. So that's procrastination.
Yeah.
I need to get that done because it was going so well. Everything's in sections, horror films, paranormal.
Oh, God, you go OCD to the max with it?
Not alphabetically. But everything's sectioned, like I should be.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to say.
But no, it's all right. Something will come along. It's all about confidence and it's about faith. And I've got so much to give.
You're amazing.
Because I can do so many things.
You're one of my favourite actors.
Well, thank you, Scott. That's
You
very
are.
kind.
You really
Well, thanks
are.
for asking me on this because I wanted to do something, And
it's
he only rang me yesterday, so I said, "Yeah, come
he
here."
popped in.
Here I am.
So I've got a couple of last questions that I ask everyone. What would you say to your younger self, the young John Thomson?
Just know you've been blessed with a lot of gifts and utilise those gifts. So once you know what your vocation is in life, which mine is to entertain, I know that, and I love it. And having just done the Fast Show live tour, that thing of a live audience, because stand-up I've kind of retired from that because there's too many mitigating factors that can destroy the night, and it's like the sound.
Hard slog. It's a hard slog.
Stand-up is brutal, and I don't really want to put myself through that pain.
No.
Another thing is like corporate work. It's huge money, but I'd rather be at home happy rather than driving home alone with my thoughts where I've died.
Do you get anxious on the way there? When it's a Saturday night and I'm going for a gig. I don't want to be there if I'm honest. Sometimes I get angsty and
sometimes it's your best gig though, isn't it?
Yeah. All the gigs are fine. There's never a problem, but
you're a singer.
I'm a singer and a guitar player, and
that's all right.
It is. I like the gigs the best when everyone doesn't listen.
Oh, you like them?
Oh yeah, I don't want everyone. What it is if you do stand up.
That's the problem with corporate. It's not comparing. It's crowd control. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
You can't lose your rag because not everyone's talking.
No, and they're going to the toilet and they're doing what they're doing, and
it's really hard. I mean, if you can master corporate, good luck to you. And I hope you're spending money well, because I find it torturous. So
I did one once actually. I'm not a comedian, but I hosted it. I found it quite challenging. I told a joke and I thought, never going to try to be funny again, because there was tumbleweed.
Really?
Oh yeah, that was agonising for me. I'm just not a comedian, so
So yeah, just trusting in, believing it, be true to yourself. I've always been nice. I've always been personable. I've never thrown a diva fit.
No.
I've never. But sometimes I tolerate things that other people wouldn't.
Yeah.
But do you know what? Just to keep that, I've got to turn up at like low budget films. I've said, where do I get changed? I went in that toilet over there, and I'm like, oh, right. Or I've really got to go, well, I thought there'd be like a two-way or something basic.
Yeah.
Or a caravan. Or piss on the floor. You just pissy socks and.
It's not glamour, is it?
No, it's not. But you know what? You're helping them out, and it's kind of like, But there are times where I've gone, oh, what do I say? So I've always been, in the past when I drank, I've been unreliable. I've been late. Punctuality's been, I've been worse for wear. But my life is now, after 20 years, I know what I'm doing, and there's no chaos. So I'm focused. I'm organised. And I have a lot to offer. So I think it's the main belief is believe in yourself and be true to yourself.
Yeah.
And treat others how you would expect to
be treated. Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, so last question. What does the future hold for John?
Who knows? I'd like to be in the present, because that's another thing. I had to embrace a more spiritual side of things when I stopped drinking. So I try to be, without being too kind of, new age, I've done a lot of research into things like that, and there was a brilliant quote. It was on one of those meditation apps. It's always because it sounds like car map, and it's Calm app.
Yeah.
And it was a quote from Kung Fu Panda, and it's such a great quote because it says, "Yesterday was history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is the present." Right? It says, "Today is a gift." And that's why it's called the present. I got that wrong. Let's do it right. You can edit this. Yesterday's history. Tomorrow's a mystery. Today's a gift. And that's why it's called the present. And I thought, that is so good.
That's the one.
So I think, you can manifest all you like and all that kind of thing. But I think we don't know. We don't know what's around the corner. But I have faith that I got enough to give that someone will go, oh, let's get him back. Or let's get him in. Do you know what I mean? It's easy to lose faith, especially with self-taping.
Yeah.
Because there's no incentive when you get into so many knockbacks. But the thing is, though, you can do it. And at the end of the day, there's other things I can do,
Yeah. Oh, John, thanks for coming.
Thanks, Scott.
Big love.
Cheers. Thank you, mate.
Thank you very much.